two attacks I've heard Republicans give that are totally stupid and dumb to do is the DEI attack.
Yes, even former Republican House Speaker Kevin McCarthy is calling the Republican attack line stupid and dumb.
This DEI, that seems like a petty. Look, I disagree with DEI, but she is the Vice President of the United States. She is the former U.S. Senator. These congressmen that are saying it, they're wrong in their own instance.
One Republican congressman is Tim Burchett of Tennessee.
Biden said, first off, he said he's going to hire a black female for vice president, and that he just skipped over. What about white females? What about any other group? When you go down that route, you take mediocrity, and that's what they have right now as a vice president.
So are you suggesting she was a DEI hire?
100%. She was a DEI hire. He said he was going to hire, and she didn't. Her record is abysmal at best.
MSNBC's Joe Scarborough.
You've got Republicans being just total idiots, attacking her as being a DEI candidate. And I will tell you, 99% of Americans don't even know what those letters stand for. But they know that it's probably racist. And it's just not the way to go. But, there it is. Oh, hi, Timmy. But I will tell you, when I look at the vice president, I'm just looking at somebody that is a generation younger.
But when some Republicans look at her, they see somebody who is black.
I think it's just a failure from top to bottom. I think she was a DEI hire, and I think that's what we're seeing.
She's a DEI hire, right? She's a woman. She's colored, therefore she's got to be good. Yeah. And at least her brain doesn't literally freeze in mid-sentence.
Yeah. Republican former Congressman Adam Kinzinger.
This is a disgusting dog whistle. It's not even a dog whistle anymore. It's an outright whistle. Basically, what they're saying is only white men are deserving of certain positions. And I thought that we got past that about 60 years ago in this country. And so I think, look, they're feeding the trolls on right-wing Twitter, but I think this is I hope it's continuing to isolate them from the vast majority of Americans that actually believe that we should get beyond race and gender in terms of making hiring decisions.
Democratic Senator Elizabeth Warren of Massachusetts.
Here's the scariest part to the Republicans. She can win on November 5th. They're going to say everything they can, but the reality is that's what the American people are going to see.
They are going to see a winner in Kamala Harris. Well, it's one thing for Democrats to praise the vice president's rise. It's another for respect to be given to Harris from a leading Republican. And so the comments from former Republican House Speaker Kevin McCarthy are interesting. And on top of McCarthy bashing members of his own party for claiming that Harris doesn't deserve to be a presidential nominee or isn't qualified, McCarthy is also hammering Republicans who are lashing out at President Biden. Several Republican lawmakers and media hosts on conservative channels, including Fox, keep insisting that if Joe Biden is not fit to run for re-election, he is not fit to be president and should resign immediately. Well, that would make Harris the president of the United States, at least until January.
That would be an advantage for Kamala. Air Force One is very powerful when it lands somewhere. And you know what? Something will happen between now and the election, a hurricane or something else, and she'll be able to present herself as a leader. Or maybe there's some foreign policy. That is a mistake for any leader to go out and say that on the Republican side.
For the last few weeks, Kevin McCarthy has been a huge thorn in the side of several Republicans, including those who are most loyal to Donald Trump. At the Republican convention, Matt Gaetz of Florida tried to interrupt a McCarthy media interview.
What night are you speaking? Are you speaking tonight?
He's got an ethics complaint about sleeping with a 17-year-old.
Stage, you would get booed off of it. You would get booed off the stage.
A short time later, McCarthy did another interview on CNN and torched Gaetz.
You know, he looks very unhinged. I mean, a lot of people have concerns about him. And I'm not sure if he was on something, but I do hope he gets the help that he needs. But more importantly, I hope the young women get the justice they deserve when it comes to him.
I mean, you're referring to the House Ethics Committee investigation that is ongoing.
Yeah, with his partner in jail because they paid underage women for sex and drugs, yeah.
As Republicans, including Kevin McCarthy, engage in something of a circular firing squad over their conflicts, rivalries, and even strategy towards the Harris campaign, Democrats are now the party of unity. And Vice President Harris is gaining momentum, setting campaign fundraising records, and creating almost unheard of Democratic Party optimism. It's all been helped, of course, thanks to Harris delivering searing and memorable attacks on Donald Trump while promoting her own biographical story.
So as Leah told you, before I was elected vice president, before I was elected United States Senator, I was elected Attorney General of the state of California, and I was a courtroom prosecutor before then. And in those roles, I took on perpetrators of all kinds. Predators who abused women, fraudsters who ripped off consumers, cheaters who broke the rules for their own gain. So hear me when I say, I know Donald Trump's type.
That's what you call in gymnastics terms sticking the landing, or in comedic circles, nailing the punchline. Vice President Harris is off to a fast start. She seems confident yet calm, and she is showing she is ready for the brightest spotlight in American politics. And for now, many Republicans keep claiming she doesn't deserve it. And other Republicans, including Kevin McCarthy, are calling some of the criticism of Harris stupid and dumb. This does seem to be an inflection point in the 2024 presidential campaign, and even Kevin McCarthy appears to recognize that much of the Republican response to Harris has been a strategic train wreck. By the way, Republican vice presidential candidate J.D. Vance just face-planted and is getting brutally mocked.
It is the weirdest thing to me. Democrats say that it is racist to believe, well, they say it's racist to do anything.
In his Ohio hometown, Republican vice presidential candidate J.D. Vance tried to tell a joke.
I had a Diet Mountain Dew yesterday and one today. I'm sure they're going to call that racist too, but
amidst the silence,
it's good.
Vance tried to save face.
I love you guys.
But the awkwardness soon went viral, and now the ridicule has arrived.
Please clap. Please clap. Please.
Ooh. What happened there?
I don't know, but
it doesn't matter.
That is not Rich Little, or even Rich Little by Rich Little standards. I was
not Henny Youngman.
It's more Henny Youngman.
She's gonna
take my wife, please.
My desk here.
Take my Mountain Dew.
Take my Mountain Dew.
Check out that video at the link below. It generated a lot of comments on YouTube. One of the most popular is from Jenna2431, who wrote, Andy Bashir said Vance has no convictions, but Donnie has 34 of them. Well done. I look forward to reading your comments about former Republican House Speaker Kevin McCarthy torching members of his own party. I'm David Shuster. Thanks for joining us.